Good evening. Here is the evening news. To me, Tokwe Abrakarim is my name. The National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress has unfolded plans to screen former President Goodluck Jonathan, Minister of Labor and Employment Dr. Chris Ngige, Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele, and African Development Bank President Akinwumi Adesina. Although the nomination forms were obtained for the four, they never submitted the forms to the party before the close of submission. Other aspirants, such as Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, and other 21 contenders, will also appear tomorrow before the Presidential Screening Committee. The venue of the exercise is the Conference of Transcorp Hilton in Abuja. Reports say the 7-man panel set up by the National Working Committee is made up of a member from each of the 6 geopolitical zones, while the major work of the committee is to scrutinize the nomination documents of the 24 contenders ahead of the primary slated for Saturday. Other aspirants are also expected as they exercise. APC National Organizing Secretary Suleiman Agongo confirmed to newsmen that the exercise was shifted from today till tomorrow. Osun State Governor Mr. Adeboyega Oyetola has said he is not ready to engage in fire-for-fire politics that some politicians have already declared ahead of the forthcoming July 16 governorship election in the state. Governor Oyetola said that the desperation of some politicians in their campaign to engage in do-or-die politics was not in his character. He said decency should be the watchword in political space rather than the use of inciting words. It can lead to unrest. The governor said this during an engagement program with members of the Osun chapter of Young Farmers Association of Nigeria in Osogbo, represented by his special advisor on civic engagement, Honorable Latubo Sunitiloye. The governor said that he would rather engage in issue-based discussions regarding his achievements and prospects ahead and will not involve in a campaign of calumny. Governor Oyetola further said that the continuation of the various developmental projects he had embarked on since the inception of his administration is the reason for his re-election campaign. He also opined that only those who lacked basic knowledge of governance would always see the election as a tug of war. The governor, however, said that he is optimistic about winning the election and called for a free and fair poll. While the Ministry of Economic Planning, Budget and Development has urged all the 16 sectors alongside the constituent MDAs to forward the report of their 2023-2025 medium-term sector strategy reports to the Office of the Permanent Secretary. This is contained in a circular letter signed by the Coordinating Director of the Ministry of Budget, Economic Planning and Development, Mrs. Yetunde Eson. According to the circular, the reports from the MDAs, which will aid the preparation of the 2023 budget, must get to the Office of the Permanent Secretary before next week, Thursday. The circular added that the sectors and MDAs reports will form the foundation of the Osun 2023 appropriation bill, which will start in due course. Justice Nyangeko of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has okayed the position of the federal government and Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit on local government joint accounts nationwide. The NFIU had in June 2019 issued guidelines aimed at curbing crime vulnerabilities created by cash withdrawals from local government accounts by various state governments. The Nigerian Governors Forum, however, dragged federal government and NFIU to court for interfering with state government powers to initiate transactions on local government joint accounts, citing provisions of the 1999 Constitution. The NFIU issued a guideline on money laundering risk and vulnerabilities, advising all banks not to honor transactions from joint accounts. It directed that the states and local government joint accounts should be used only for receiving funds and subsequently transferring them to local government accounts only. While reacting to the judgments, the director of NFIU, Mr. Modibo Tuko, said the judgment was good because the federal government is always ready to protect both states and local governments by making funds available for their governance responsibility. Another edition in the series of a 6-week-long empowerment entrepreneurship workshop organized by the United Nations Programme Development Sustainable Human Development Funds in conjunction with the state government will be flagged off tomorrow morning in Osun, the Irekodun local government area of Osun State. A statement by the state focal officer of the UNDP-OSS HDF, Mr. Mudashiru Deji, indicates that the program will be flagged off as the Eri Town Hall, Egbeji Road, Osun, by Governor Adeboye Gawitola through the Secretary to the State Government, Prince Wole Bamiji, and replicated in 5 other selected communities comprising Meforade, Otan-Yegbaju, Ibokun, Ifeodun, and Ikiruile. According to the statement, skills to be acquired include foot mat making, shoe repackaging, tie and dye, bar soaps, liquid soaps, ointment, balm, disinfectant, detergent, and mouthwash. Participants are enjoined to be punctual and COVID-19 protocol compliant. And on sports, Samuel Chukwueze and his Villarreal teammates made history following their 2-0 win against Barcelona in their final league game of the season. Chukwueze scored 7 goals, made 3 assists in 37 appearances in all competitions for Villarreal this season. Reports say he netted 3 goals in La Liga, 2 in the Champions League, and 2 in the Copa del Rey. He fell 1 goal short of his tally in the 2020-2021 season for the Spanish outfits. Goals in each half from Pedreza at the 41st minute and Noy Gomez at the 55th minute, and Villarreal head coach Unai Emery, the first ever win as they know come. The result saw the Yellow Submarines finish in 7th place on 59 points and 38 games played, which means they will feature in next season's Europa Conference League. According to reports, Villarreal have become the first Spanish football team ever to play in the competition. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden has warned that China is flirting with danger and said his country would defend Taiwan militarily if Beijing invaded the second time in 8 months. He has made that vow. Mr. Biden said this when he was asked if Washington would intervene militarily against an attempt to forcibly take control of self-ruled Taiwan, which Beijing considers a reneged province to be unified with the mainland. He added that if the action comes into fruition, it will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine. Mr. Biden directly linked the outcome of Western attempts to help Ukraine repel the Russian invasion with lessons likely to be learned by Beijing regarding Taiwan. The U.S. president made it known that it is important that Putin pay a price for his barbarism in Ukraine. A White House official said Biden's comments were in line with existing U.S. policy on Taiwan. That ends the evening news on OSBC Television. We thank you for watching. Join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.